Several resource speakers supported proposals to amend the Constitution, while one of the framers of the Charter is raising concerns regarding possible corruption that may arise from the proposed changes. To tell us more about this, we have Marian Enriquez reporting to us live from Manila. Man, good afternoon. Could you give us a rundown of what went down at today's Senate hearing on Chacha?
Yes, Charles, the Senate Committee on Constitutional Amendments, together with the Economic Affairs, opened its deliberation on the proposed amendments to the 1987 Constitution. Committee Chairman Francis Pangilinan presided the hearing. He stressed that by the end of the day, they hope to determine whether a push for charter change is necessary, given the COVID-19 pandemic and the economic downturn. They will also focus on the procedural aspects today, as should the amendments be proposed by a constitutional convention or by Congress itself, acting as a constituent assembly, and if the Congress convene as CONAS, should both houses vote jointly or separately. For Senator Bato de la Rosa, who filed the resolution of both houses number 2, convening the 18th Congress as a constituent assembly, relaxing the requirements for entry of foreign investments will make our country attractive to investors. He said, with high investment and local industries, our country will recover faster from the recent economic loss. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian said that unemployment is a huge problem in our country and that a lot of OFWs are returning without any jobs. They wish to know how the proposed amendments can be used as a tool to generate jobs, investments, and help Filipinos recover as fast as they can. Several resource persons were invited. Former Supreme Court Associate Justice Vicente Mendoza said that the time is ripe for charter change, given the threat of pandemic and the great challenge of securing in this country good government in the 2022 elections. He prefers that a constituent assembly is suitable, less expensive, since it will not involve the election of delegates. He added that should Congress meet as CONAS, both houses should vote separately because the Senate is a smaller body which can be easily overwhelmed or outvoted by almost 300 members of the House. Justice Department Chief of State Counsel George Orta II shares the same sentiment. Meanwhile, Interior Undersecretary Jonathan Malaya said that the current restrictive economic provisions make it harder to create jobs for Filipinos, thus restricting Philippine competitiveness. He added that removing restrictions would allow the Philippines to obtain benefits of foreign direct investments at the soonest possible time. For former Supreme Court Justice Adolfo Azcuna, liberalizing the economy will solve the economic impact of the pandemic. However, Attorney Christian Monsod, one of the framers of the 1987 Constitution, argues that the RBH2 is a new and bigger source of illicit money than the pork barrel. It is also insidious because it is made to appear to be harmless, and that's being represented as only giving Congress flexibility to make actual changes at an appropriate time. Charles, the deliberation is still ongoing, and Pangilinan said that they will thoroughly discuss the substantial aspect, which will include the economic provisions, on the next hearing. Charles?
Thanks for that, man. That was Marian Enriquez reporting to us live from Manila.